My name is Vicky Huyton, coach and founder of the Female Coaching Network. A big welcome to this Embracing Equity video on behalf of World Athletics. We have been speaking to a number of inspirational women across our sport to find out their thoughts about gender equity and a lack of opportunities for women in high performance track and field. This 10-minute or so video features a number of incredible women, from athletes and coaches to leaders of federations, and from around the globe, from Britain to Bermuda. We asked them these three questions. What do you feel are the remaining and current barriers for women reaching the top leadership levels in athletics? Why does athletics need equity and equality of opportunity for women? And lastly, what tips or advice would you give to other women in high performance sport? We would love to hear your answers to these questions as well, so feel free to leave comments on the Empowering Women in Athletics Facebook page.
Hello, my name is Lilly-Ann. I'm the Women's Sport Manager with Athletics Ireland, and my role predominantly revolves ensuring that we increase the representation of women at every level of our sport, from coaching to officiating to active participation, and also within our leadership positions.
My name's Turner-Alleyne. I'm based in West London and I coach sprints, hurdles and combined events.
Hi, my name is Donna, Raynor. I live in the beautiful island of Bermuda. I was the past president of the Bermuda National Athletics Association. I am now a member of the World Athletics Development Commission, and I head up the gender leadership for the NACAC area.
I'm Argeitaki from Greece. I'm assistant professor of athletics in the University of Athens, former middle and long distance Greek champion, ex-vice president of the National Athletics Federation, a deputy representative in the National Olympic Committee. Also in 2016, I was winner of the award Women in Athletics by World Athletics.
I'm Nicholson. I'm based in the Scottish Borders, and my main focus is horizontal jumping.
Hello, my name is Nielsen. I'm based in London and I run the 400 metre hurdles at an international level.
Hi, my name is Helen Roberts and I am a gold level referee in the Oceania region based in Australia.
Thankfully, I do think that we are starting to make some improvements, and I do think this is heavily to do with the establishment of the Gender Leadership Task Force. What they've done is, by introducing a number of programs and education to connect and engage with the current and future leaders of our sport across the member federations, and it's really allowed people to engage with like-minded women, but also to be educated and understand the barriers that other member federations are experiencing. But I do think now we're at a pivotal point in which we can start to probably begin incorporating more kind of inclusive leadership, men and women working together for obviously the betterment of our sport. I do think that we all have a role to play, but by working together, we're all able to challenge change, work as a team, think pragmatically, but most importantly, convert idea into action together.
I think it's opportunities. Pretty simple really. If we're not getting any opportunities, then we're not going to be able to fulfill these positions.
I feel we have men that have been and stayed in these leadership positions for a long time, and when there is an open spot, it is usually one or two with multiple women vying for the same position. Therefore, we only get to add one or two women that get through to a leadership role.
Women must believe in themselves. Their own self is the biggest obstacle in reaching the top. They need to get over their self-doubts regarding their abilities, their talent, their qualification, and any intimidation they suffer. The main factors that prevent women from taking on leadership positions are the stress of conflict, the lack of vision, and lack of self-confidence.
One of the main barriers I see is not seeing it, so not believing it. If you don't see it, you can't be it. And I'm not talking about one isolated woman at a leadership level. I'm talking about a whole cohort of women at various leadership levels, and also the pipelines and the pathways, the transparency of these that have got them there. At the moment, women simply do not get all the opportunities that are necessary or the experiences to even put them in contention for some of these top leadership levels.
I think that the remaining and current barriers for women to reach coaching roles or even higher roles is that it looks like it's quite a male-dominated field, so it can be quite intimidating to enter that field. So I think that there should be more opportunities for women only to get more coaching qualifications or to reach those higher levels, and to just show that women can and will do it at a really good level.
Well, this is not necessarily the top echelon of administrators. However, at the lower level, people generally feel threats to their own position or their own progress through the sport. This is what impacts women's movement up the ladder.
I think it's really important because it's not a matter of having fairness, but that actually including kind of gender diversity and skill complementarity, has been proven to allow member federations to result in better decision-making practices, and obviously, increases organisational efficiency. And I do think by having kind of women within roles of influence and within the decision-making positions, they will be responsible for, appropriate administration and governance going forward, and everyone will benefit from that. And ensuring that those actions are sustainable, that there's appropriate policy and practice in place will challenge that change.
I think this is twofold. So firstly, I think it's important to have a diverse team. So including women in that team means there's a little bit more diversity in people's views and people's approach to things, rather than just maybe the same kind of voices all the time. And I think secondly, I think we're looking at providing role models for the next generation of women coming through.
My belief is that women bring the same abilities, skill sets, and experience to the table, and they should be treated the same, given the same opportunities, equality in salaries, and equality in positions.
Athletics needs various voices around the table for it to move forward quicker. A woman that sees things from a different point of view will complement, will provide a different perspective, and will open your eyes on in the way things are run in athletics. She will also contribute a great deal to the athletic ethics.
Well, we need equity, we need a level playing field before we can even get equality of opportunity. And the playing field is not that level at the moment. And we need equality of opportunity in order to get fairness for everybody. And also to access that wide and diverse range of skills that women can bring to the athletics table.
I think that athletics in particular needs more equity and equality for women, because it is a very level sport. It's got both equal opportunities for the athletes in both male and female categories, and so we need to see more of that at the top levels to show the grassroots levels that both men and women can do a great job, whatever they will do in athletics, at a really good level.
Firstly, it's important to note that all people think differently. The importance of different ideas and opinions is well understood at higher levels, and too much of the same idea ends up stopping progress. It prevents balance within a sport. So this is not just a gender issue, but often balance in gender helps alleviate this problem. Or, as people are starting to say, why are we even at a point of asking this question? Shouldn't we be past this?
I think regardless of the levels that we operate in, whether it's officiating, or grassroots sport or coaching or administration, I think we all have a role to play in, bringing more women forward and working together, and for it not to be seen as us versus them against the men and women. No matter how big or small, those efforts day in and day out do make a significant contribution to the overall change in which we're obviously all trying to do. I think it's really important that we all speak up, that we're heard, that we're visible, and we communicate and challenge when we need to. and that essentially that we do bring people with us along the way, because there always is strength in numbers. But I do think we really have to be aware of that. Like, we have to avoid trying to fix the women and more actually focus our efforts on fixing the systems and fixing the cultures in which we operate in, because we all have a role to play. But I don't think we should be sorry for challenging that change, and it should be seen as a positive to embrace this new wave, because we're all better together.
So I would say male allies is my top tip, and it's the same thing that other women give to me also. You will have male allies within your sport, within your community, men that will support you and can appreciate your value and your worth, and will speak your name in a room when maybe other people wouldn't speak your name. So find yourself some male allies.
Continue to learn, grow, and develop. When a door is open to you, take that step and walk right on in. And do not ever doubt your ability.
Nothing is impossible. Hard work, devotion, and talent can take us very high. Leading positions are for those women who dare to try, for those who are ready to overcome any obstacle. Leadership is for the strong. Women need to believe in their abilities and not give up. They need vision and self-confidence.
My main tip to other women would be to find your tribe. Find that tribe of other like-minded women. Maybe they're in networks, maybe in mentoring roles with you. Find those women who will have your back and will support you through those inevitable knockbacks and those micro-invalidations that you're going to get right through your journey. And once you're on your journey, just make sure you lay the pipeline for those women who are coming in your wake.
The one tip that I would give women in high performance sport is to just be as audacious as a man would be. So I heard an anecdote recently that a job application for the Tottenham Hotspurs was sent out. 140 men applied and 4 women applied. And if we could just be as audacious and as brave as the men are, then I think we can go a really long way.
First of all, just say yes. Say yes to all the opportunities and give yourself a go. Don't put any barriers in your way, because too many other people are going to do that for you. So give everything a chance and have a go.